Hello YouTube. It's Red Demon Hunter again. I'm going to be doing this video on ice. Um, a lot of people in-game have asked me to help them with loadouts. I thought this would make it a lot easier just putting all kinds of loadouts up on my YouTube channel, and then that way you can tell them go look at on that channel and I'll go in depth for you. What I might start doing is doing in depth on skill points. Skill points cross over between all characters for the fact of the placement of them is pretty much the same. The only difference between them will be the classes of power, and if you're a DPS, it'll be between might and precision. Ice is a might base, so ice and earth, or ice and fire are both might base tank powers. Earth and rage are your precision base tank powers. I don't know who you are, so excuse me for that. But I have no clue who J Killer, whatever his name is. So basically, we're going to start off with this loadout, and in the bottom left, you'll see me switch it over to combat, and we're going to show you exactly how to do this. We're going to go first through the loadout, and then I'm going to show you how each one works, how the loadout works. Then I'm going to show you where the skill point placement is, and then if we have time, I'll take you into an instance and show you how it works in combat. Alright, let's see how this works. Alright, let's see how much I did. It's not going to do much in damage for the fact I'm 21 and these targets are 26. I'm 121 and these targets are 126. So it's not going to do much damage. But for 121 hits, I did 161,000, which is actually pretty good for my rank. Towards a target that's the same rank as me. To show you that it does build back power, I'm going to go over here. And we're going to show you that it does build power back to you if you do it right. And voila. Power back to you. Yeah, it only takes you half bar, and it only brings your power back to about half bar. But you have to think as we dying in front of you. Now we're going to go through the trees and show you the skill point placement. And, you know, yes, I have no mods or nothing in my gear, of course. Nothing at all. But my might is sitting at 8,000. It could be higher than that. But we're going to go through your skill point placement to show you how to do your loadout and what powers to use and all that. So first tree, I'm going to show on the screen, and then you guys grab exactly what you need each tree, and then I'll explain why you grab these. Okay, and I'm going to leave it for a few seconds. You guys can watch over it again if you want. I'll go through them one more time, and that way you can read what they say, and I'll explain why you grab these. Okay, of course you're going to start it off with Incredible Storm, which is not used in any of this. Arctic Gust is your primary close range DPS. You're gonna have Glacier Flash. That's not used at all, really. It's just there. Avalanche is your mid-range DPS. You have your close range and your mid-range. You don't use this at all. So, Wintry Tempest is your start-off point for your AM. It also gives you a 50-point bonus and 2 counter resets. And Bitter Winds is good to have on there, especially like if you're in a raid or a 4 player. You can put that at the end of your loadout, and that way you'll have a secondary shield. That way, let's say the healer is out of power and the troll is dead. You'll be able to keep yourself alive a little longer with using that on your loadout. It's really good to use. And here, you're going to be grabbing these. I'm going to do the same thing as I did. I'm going to go over it twice, let you guys read them, and then I'll explain more. Okay, and I'm going to go over why you grab these. Cold Snap is part of your AM. It increases the damage and effectiveness of your AM, of damage towards your Arctic Gust, your Ice Bash, and your Avalanche, depending on which one you use. You also are going to be using Ice Bash, so there goes another additional damage. Reflect is another way to have a shield, just in case if you need it, it's there. Cold Snap, or Frost Snap, is going to be your ability to increase your damage by 35%, which is also good to have there if needed. I also have a heal, the 35% charge heal, because I usually tend to get myself into trouble, and it's like, oh crap, I gotta stay alive so the healer can heal me. Instead of relying too much on the healer, I'll pop that and help the healer heal me back to full. Iconics, of course, you're going to go for your main 2 damage. And I also threw this on to give me a little boost in health. Skill point placement, granted I don't have very many on this dude, but you always go 4. I'll grab that just because I can. You always go 4 down the middle, so you get your restoration, health, and precision. Even though I'm not a precision based, I'm not using an actual weapon anytime soon, so I grab 4 down each tree, get my crit. You do this in every tree. 4 down, critical damage or critical chance. 4 down, critical damage. 4 down, critical chance. Now, you keep doing this in each tree. Critical damage. Critical damage. And this is where I left off. So I would have to go down here and get my critical damage in the last of these trees once I have the skill points to do so. And then I would increase my damage by a long shot. In movement, you're only just going to get your movement. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this in an instance, a quick instance, and see if we can actually get something done. Maybe somebody will be alive out there, maybe not. Because a lot of times you're not going to get anybody to run low tiers. So we're going to see on which behalf of the DC universe we're going to get. Sometimes you'll get a good player, sometimes you get somebody that just wants to be carried. But if you run your loadout right, you won't really have to worry about it either way. Alright, and then this one we got a 197. Shout out to Hey Arctic. I think that's how you say their name. Shout out to you for joining the instance. Hopefully you'll stay. And we can get this instance ran pretty fast. If they don't, we'll still finish the instance. We'll just have to reopen. It depends on if we can get this instance fully ran, but we'll see exactly how many minutes it's been on the recording about midway through. Second boss. I might have to put this as a 2-parter, which more than likely that's what I'm going to do. I'll 2-part it and then I'll run the instance on the second part. Alright, I'm back here again. I just cut it in the middle. This is the second part. We're waiting on this guy to move. Alright, he's on the move. Let's get ready to go. You coming, dude? Alright. Oh, here we go. Don't wait for the guy to die and then step in. See, that's what you get when it comes to DC. You wait for the guy to die when he's 197 and I'm 121. Again, it falls into that. Uh, that's typically what happens when you get into an instance, especially with a high rank. They're gonna try to sit there, sit back and let you work it. Um, it's to show you not to be. They're not trying to be, excuse my French, an a-hole, but they're trying to show you to be responsible for your character and to learn where you're gonna fall at. I may be 121, but this area will still kill me, and it's proof of it. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna go with anything. I would not be going brawling. I would go with this. Again, I'm screwing my loadout up because of the fact that I got stunned. Like I showed in my quantum loadout video with the ice guy that was in there, Mr. Fister. One, I said, if you screw up, there's no bringing it back. This is the proof of that. If you get stunned, you have to start all over with your loadout, so you have to wait for everything to get reset, and then you can continue on. And we'll see what the damage is for my character so far. Ouch. Well, and it doesn't help that I have no mods in, and I'm also under suggested CR, 129. Belt or hand blast, what do I need most? Hand blast is 98. Belt is 110. Hand blast, definitely. I definitely need the hand blast. Because that's what I'm running, and I'm running the 98, which is hurting me by a long shot. So, we're gonna definitely take the hand blasters. Then jump me up to 123. Yeah, it's an animated dot main character, but it's just one of those funny things to do because of a long story short, my buddy Dead Zero on here. He has a Superman character and he's ice. So I made a Batman character to try to, make a ha-ha towards the Batman vs Superman video. That came out, the movie that came out. I think that was mid of last year that it came out. And it was not the greatest movie, so it was more of a ha-ha towards that. Head or back? Well, my head's 112, my back is 102. So I want to go for the back, which that should bring me up again. and thank you for staying in here. I probably butchered your name in the beginning, but thank you for staying in, and no, I'm not trolling you.